Hi guys, what's going on? It's Roley, freshly emerged from Vault 111 to bring you news of Fallout 4. Let me state I'm a huge fan of the Fallout series, which is why I haven't touched any speculation, because I don't want to bring false news or get tired of talking about a game before I play it. But that being said, Fallout 4 has finally been confirmed. I shared a video with you on my channel recently, so now I'm free to talk about it. Free to analyse every fucking single pixel of info that's released about the game, and with laser precision break it down to the subatomic level, study it, and share the results with you. Now this video is just aimed at pulling out the facts. I'll put my thoughts on the game themes in another video, just to keep the time of this one shorter. Before we start on this journey together, I want to share a little info with you. Now, I was a while ago going to create some Fallout videos. The problem was they would take a while to make, and the nature of YouTube talking about anything old is suicide, so I scrapped the idea. Now Fallout 4 has been confirmed, I can salvage some of that material and bring you some of those videos. Not all of them, because the game will be released before I could make them all, but if you're a real Fallout fan, it's something you're going to enjoy. So stay tuned, listeners, if that's what you'd like. Just as we jump into this, I'm not going to dwell on things like performance and graphics. I'm more interested in the story of the game. If you're more bothered about shit like graphics and frame rate and all that other boring shit, then you're not a real Fallout fan and you're definitely in the wrong fucking place. Right, let's do this. Opening scene, and you notice they're using familiar tones in their trailers like the music. And I have to say, I'm sorry, I've had to drop that out as it's a YouTube thing, but it seems they're sticking with the Ink Spots vibe that they've been rocking in previous games. We have a nice pan out from the TV, which we've become accustomed to. Notice the brand is a Radiation King. You should all be familiar with that brand. And pow! First minor detail that most overlook is the clock. It stopped at what looks like 5:47. I want you to keep that fact somewhere in your mind, as we'll return to it at some point. Two items on the coffee table are a board game called Blast Radius, and the second, I can't make the details out, although I did make it as big as I could for you. But it's either a magazine or a pamphlet, probably trying to sell war bonds or advertising the Vault Tech program. Next, we see a flash from present time to before the bombs dropped. I'll cover more about that in my story side video. For now, we're just looking for details. We see our first glimpse of our companion, a German Shepherd or Alsatian, and straight away Fallout fans are saying this is dog meat that's been in previous titles, and I'd have to agree, he's existed throughout the series, so it makes sense that this is him again. We see a Mr. Handy robot holding a Sugar Bomb cereal box, and a Vault Boy poster with his thumb up on the side of the fridge. The dog wanders past a dog bowl, meaning this house used to have a pet dog. A Mr. Handy poster pops up on the right, and then he walks into the kid's bedroom. We see a Nuka-Cola truck on the side. Now, as we get this flashback, the dog plays wistfully with the rocket mobile, suggesting a prior experience in this house. Fast forward and the dog runs out and we get our first glimpse of the Fallout 4 world. These scenes flash between before and after, showing the panic as the announcement was made that the bombs were dropping, with everyone running to the nearest vault. Then we finally found out which vault we called home, and it's Vault 111. The first thing that sticks out about this vault is it's sunk vertically into the ground. Most vaults we've seen were horizontally cut into the rock face of a mountain or were accessed by a cave entrance. These next scenes confirm the setting of the game is in Boston, as we see some real life landmarks that are in the game. Now obviously I'm not an American, so these landmarks mean nothing to me, but if you're an American you might be jumping around going that's such a landmark, I've seen that before, getting excited, but like I say, it means nothing to me. I did look into this ship and it's called the USS Constitution and was first launched in 1797. Like I keep saying, I'll cover what I think the Fallout 4 story will be about in another video, but I just want you to study this ship. The ship has been modded and has these huge propulsion engines attached. It's also sat on a destroyed bank. Now whether that's just a ruin or whether it's a facility we're going to use, we'll have to just wait and see. This next area is a reference to Scully Square, another real life location, and I like this scene. It's just sexy, innit? But if you pan your eyes over to the left, you'll see a place called Memory Den. That looks like it's being guarded as well. I would definitely say this is going to be used in-game and is not just used to set the atmosphere. But long-time Fallout fans will get the reference to the main guy in the middle of the picture being similar to the mysterious stranger perk you get in Fallout 1, 2, 3 and New Vegas. We've got a packed Brahmin and a building under a power mast, what looks like some Brotherhood of Steel guys and signs of human torture, a version of a Protectron and some awesome scenery. Now here's a strange crab creature that I first thought might be a Wanamingo, but it's not. It looks like something new that we might wipe out, and interestingly, it looks like it's got a face. We have a return of the Deathclaws, vertibirds and some scary looking ghouls. This was obviously a baseball stadium, But look at this next part, and it's a shiny new Eyebot in a lively town location, which I'm guessing we'll return to a few times. The only names I could pull out of this area was Chemicare, Power Noodles and Diamond City Surplus, because the others were just a bit of a blur. Now, I don't know if the area is called Diamond City or it's just this shop, but it's something to remember. This flying machine doesn't look too different to the ship we saw earlier, so maybe that thing could fly at one point, or maybe this is just something different. GNN in this scene tells us Galaxy News Network and Three Dog are making a return. Then we return to a nice shot of Vault 111 as it's already been sealed, meaning those who are trapped outside are fucked. But who do we see are left outside when the bombs drop? And yep, it's the couple from the very beginning. I'll be making a video solely about this location very soon, but what we can see so far is that the collectible bobbleheads are back, the magazines that you read to improve your skills are here, and we've got various weapons as well as power armor. Our dog Dogmeat hooks up with our new character and they take to the road as we'd expect. Now this video was just to pull as much info out of the clip as possible. I'll cover things like what I think the story will be about and tons of other things like those Fallout videos I was going to create in the future. So if that sounds like your thing, then stick around.